This is a Scorpio full moon reading for Libra. Libra, what are you feeling under this Scorpio full moon? What's coming up for you for healing, transmutation? What needs to be released so that you can bring more things to the light, into the forefront for healing and rebirth and rejuvenation? So Libra, what energy is available to you underneath the Scorpio full moon? What's coming up? How are you feeling? What are you thinking about? What are you balancing over there on those scales? What type of thoughts are you having? What's coming up? Okay, so far all of your cards have jumped out, so we have a lot to discuss. And I just pulled from the astrology deck. What essentially the astrology deck does, it lets me know what situation is like weighing on you, what's coming up, what's the situation at hand. Now I'm pulling from the chakra deck. So the chakra deck is pretty much going over which of the 7 chakras, or it could be the other chakras as well that are coming up, that are being impacted by this particular situation, and what it means to you, and what's holding you back, or what's going to push you forward. Just what it is and how it's weighing on your body and your mind and your spirit, and how to get things back balanced. You guys rule the scales, so you guys are all about balance. So what is it, and what needs to happen, what needs to take place? Then I also pull a card from the ancestors, just to see their take on the situation and how would they like to help, and how should you be calling on them, how should you be utilizing their energy. And those are the things that I discuss when I pull from the ancestor deck, which is the deck that I'm pulling from now. It's the last of it. So right off the cuff, Libra, I am seeing that there is a relationship that either you want to be in, or you've thought about, or that you were in. I'm getting a lot of relationship energy. It's no surprise Libra rules love in the 7th house, in marriage and commitment. So you guys love love. Love is part of what makes you wake you up, get you out the bed. It's a part of your DNA, your internal makeup. It's what makes you you. So I'm not shocked or surprised that that's coming up. You guys have love on the brain a lot of times. And let's get into this, shall we? So let's talk. Where are we at in relationships? Okay, so I'm seeing that this Scorpio full moon is bringing up either the physical manifestation or just the feelings of a lost opportunity or relationship. It was a relationship that did not go the way you wanted it to go, and you're contemplating whether you should allow this person. This person may have been very rebellious towards the dynamic that you put in place within a relationship, or perhaps they simply could be an Aquarius. So it could be a fellow air sign with air sign energy. And we also have the 11th house, is the house of groups and friendship and communication. So what I'm seeing, Libra, being that there is a lot of Aquarius and 11th house energy, did you try a relationship with one of your friends and did it not go as planned? If that is the case, as long as this person has not disrespected you or took advantage of you or just flat out wronged you, this is a relationship worth salvaging. So there is a relationship that went left and that you're contemplating, like, should I revisit this? Should I give this a second chance? You may be thinking about this person a lot, and this person is probably an Aquarius, and it seems as if the opportunity has been lost and that there is not a second chance available to you with this person. But in order for things to progress and move forward, you would have to be fair to the other person and be fair to yourself. And this will require honesty and vulnerability and transparency. So you will have to operate from your heart space, not what you think you can have, not what you've conjured up in your mind, but what's actually going on, and communicating with this person, having dialogue about your feelings or what you would like to happen and what you would like to see move forward and how you would like things to be and how they should be. Now, as far as your chakras go, we have the love card and we have the heart chakras coming in upside down. So this has to do with love. This is either an Aquarius or a friend that you had a lot of love for, or this is a love situation in which, like, at the time you or the other person felt like restricted, and as if, you know, you just couldn't be yourself, you couldn't be free. But I'm not seeing that like this is doomed and that all hope is lost. I'm actually seeing that there is opportunity for healing and for love to come in, but one or both of you, no, both, have to decide, both parties have to decide to be the mature party to progress forward. So, like, are you going to hold grudges and focus on what went wrong and continue to give all of your time and your energy to that? Or are you going to use your power to very well manifest and usher in this love and what can go right? Or are you just going to focus on what went wrong? Like, spend more of your time focusing on what you do want versus what you don't want. And that's whether you decide to give this person another chance or to reach out to them and try to initiate more contact or re-heal or rekindle the flame with this person. And I say flame because there are flames on this card. And this person may very well be your twin flame. I'm not getting soulmate energy. And soulmates are not always romantic, so soulmates can be completely platonic. You can have a friend that's a soulmate. You can have a business partner that's a soulmate. Your family members can be soulmates. But there also are romantic soulmates, but they're platonic ones as well. But I'm getting that this soulmate is like a romantic one. And I'm getting more of a twin flame energy. So if you have found the person that, but things may not have went the way you thought they should go, or they didn't turn out favorable, it's okay to push past the drama, push past your ego. Libras, I love y'all. Y'all are great, beautiful people, but you guys have pretty big egos as cardinal signs, which is the signs of like leadership, taking initiative and running the show and being in charge. Like, you guys tend to have like a God complex, and that's okay to have, okay, when it comes to, say, like your work or your creativity or your freedom or advocating rights for people and being fair. But that energy does not do well within a relationship dynamic. It does not do well within a relationship dynamic, because the other person will feel as though it's your way or the highway. There is no room for their input or their value or them to help you or to grow with you or to build with you. So the very love that you desire and that you want to have and that you are living for and that you wake up for, you can have it, but what parts of yourself are you going to release and allow to heal? What parts of you are you going to sacrifice? Are you willing to sacrifice your ego and just the parts of you that feel as though like your way is the best way for a relationship? Like, I'm not saying that your feelings don't matter and that your opinions aren't warranted. It is very imperative to have your voice heard and your needs to be addressed and taken seriously. However, how much of that is fear? Like, are you hiding behind, like, I'm not going to take this, I'm not going to take that, so that you don't really have to push past your fear of being vulnerable and making a commitment? Are you, like, hiding behind, like, pride and ego so that you don't have to be vulnerable enough to make a transparent commitment? That requires a certain amount of vulnerability in letting somebody in. Are you willing to let somebody in your heart? Are you willing to unite your heart with another person Like, you've been feeling this, you've been wishing for it, you've been praying for it, but are you going to accept it when it comes up? Or are you going to be like, they didn't do this the way I wanted, they didn't approach me the way I thought they should have approached me, so I'm not going to go for it. This opportunity will come again because we got this Jupiter here, and Jupiter is still in retrograde. So this opportunity will come up, but how will you address it when it comes up, Libra? We have relationships, which is the sacral chakra, and this is romantic relationships. As you can see on the card, they're kissing. So this card appeared upright, Libra. Libra, what kind of relationship do you want? What do you dream about? What do you pray about? What do you fantasize about? What are you daydreaming about? That's what you need to cultivate during the Scorpio full moon. There is a person that you have in mind, and it's too much you, not enough like going with the flow and being surprised, or allowing the other person to have their input, or taking into consideration their input and just how things appear and feel from their side. You know, there's your side, their side, and then there's the truth somewhere in the middle. So just being receptive to what their needs and what their wants are. Now, I'm pretty sure as a Libra, you've observed them and you notice things about them and you've learned them, so you have a good idea of what they need and their likes and their don't and their dislikes. But allow yourself to learn your partner so you can grow and ascend and elevate with them. We have the determination card. So you're determined to make amends with this person. It's possible. It's an opportunity. But Libra, you gotta come authentically. Your real self gotta show up. Not the Libra polite person that everybody meets at social events and exchanges, who can work a room and is a people pleaser and a people person and is charming. Nope. Like, all parts of you, the parts of you that you hide, the parts of you that you shun yourself about, the parts of you that you don't think are pretty, that person has to show up, and you have to transmute that energy to work to your highest good in this relationship. Because you'll find that when you're not trying to be perfect or please everybody, when you allow for your needs to be met and being active and vocal about what those needs are, that not only can you have them met, it may exceed your wildest dreams and expectations. And I'm getting a very balanced energy when it comes to this, the dynamic with this person. I do think this relationship was one of a higher vibrating nature. This connection you have with this person is not like one that you have with other people. I do sense a very spiritual undertone to this relationship, so there may have been some karmic lessons that calls for you guys to go through different phases and cycles for healing and transmutation purposes. But now that that has passed, like, are you gonna move forward and call on this person and reach out to them, let them know how you feeling, what you're thinking about them, and maybe start in a safe space of friendship, elevate, because friendship is the foundation. So for the ancestor part of the reading, we have thunder, and it came in upside down. And we're going to talk about what that means. There's a 56 on the card, which equals 11, which is more of that like twin flame energy that I talked about earlier. So there's no such thing as a negative card. When cards come in upside down in the reading, it's just an area of opportunity to heal and to aid and get medicine. It's no such thing as like negative or bad. So thunder, the essence. Legends speak of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when great occurrences are meant to happen in the world. They warn when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. Their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything. Both awesome and frightening when thunder arrives, it is also a wake-up call, one that you will soon not forget. The medicine. Do you feel unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim stories, or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. So with this person, like I mentioned earlier, were you going to act from a place of like love and what you would like to manifest with them? Or are you going to focus on like petty stuff that doesn't matter? I am feeling intuitively that your connection to this person can outweigh negativity and drama, but in order for that to take place, you're gonna have to push pettiness aside. Like, you're gonna have to make an executive decision. Like, I want this. This means something to me, and I'm gonna have to talk to this person. We're gonna have to get to a place of mutual respect and understanding, because you deserve to have respect and be treated kindly and fairly too. So, letting them know what you didn't like and what you need, and being receptive to that same information when it's mirrored back to you. Now, the other card that came out was the Sun, and it appeared upright. So for the Sun, we have the Essence. The Sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine and her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows light to sprout forth dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to the sunrise or the sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive as in the zenith during a scorching summer. The invitation. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It's time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Go out and play. So, this situation with this person, if you don't want to take like a heavy approach to it, you could very well approach this lightheartedly. I'm sensing that you had a very strong friendship foundation with this person and had some deep conversations. So, if you are willing to put the heaviness aside, like, approach this playfully. Like, that's still your friend at the end of the day, no matter if the relationship part of it didn't necessarily work out. And rely on that friendship. Like, you can, I'm not saying, like, don't try to, like, manipulate them and just, like, act as if, oh, I'm just going to pretend it's a friendship thing. No, but friendship is the basis and it's the foundation. So, don't be afraid to, like, lead with that. Um, and joke with them, laugh with them. Like, you will be surprising how healing, like, laughter is. So, your ancestors are saying go for it, and they'll have to laugh, or you'll have to laugh if you push pull past this negativity. You have like about it, you've meditated about it long enough. Libra, it's time for you to take action. So, go do you, boo.